Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So finally, we got the next Dokkan Awakening here for a World Tournament reward card. And it is this future Gohan. Now, I think that this batch of World Tournament characters actually ended up being pretty good. I think a lot of the EZA characters actually have got some pretty good, like, kind of slick designs, I think, for some, like, kind of like World Tournament type free-to-play characters. This future Gohan does not really look too good, though. I don't really have high hopes for him. Let's just say that. Now, keep in mind, this is a character I previously have had link leveled. He's got my max link level tag right here, but obviously now that he's Dokkan Awakened, I do have to level up Shattering the Limit. So let me get him up to link level 10, and we'll test him out. Again, this guy does look like a bit of a stinker, though, but at least the EZA characters were good. I mean, some of these World Tournament Awakenings, like, they could be bad, whatever, it's not the biggest deal. EZAs, I think, you know, if they're nailing them, I'm feeling pretty good. I think that this batch of EZA characters was much better than the 47th World Tournament EZA batch of characters was not nearly as good as this one, so I think that's pretty good. So let me get this guy to link level 10, and we'll test him out. Alright guys, so we are here in an event with INT Future Gohan. Let's take a look at, let's go under the hood here for INT Future Gohan, see what we're working with. So, super attack effect, he stacks attack and gets 30% defense for one turn. Okay, I mean, I'm not a fan of the 170k defense right there. Let's see what else he's got. 120% attack and defense start a turn. 100% attack and defense when performing a super attack. Okay. He gets 2 key and 80% attack and defense and a high chance to stun the attacked enemy if there is an android category enemy. We are in one of those fights, so, I mean, there's an extra 80% defense he's going to get right there. Okay. The high chance to stun, that could be effective, actually, in, like, Super Battle Road stages. So, real quick, we're going to finish his passive, but, I mean, Future Gohan does have a lot of teams here. Hybrids, Future, Goku Family, Super Saiyans, Android Cell Saga, Bond Master and Disciple, Struggle, Connected Hope, Bond Parent and Child, Earthbred Fighters. So we do have quite a bit to work with there. Okay, so the point for that would be if any of those stages have Android category enemies, for like a Super Battle Road stage or something like that, this Future Gohan would be a decent run for that. The high chance to stun the attacked enemy, remember the way that works, that's a one-turn stun. So it'll only last for that exact turn. So it's like maybe you're on Future Gohan as like a floater, and then, you know, he would be able to kind of like, you know, like stun just for that turn. So it could sort of protect himself. Then going back to his passive, he gets 2 key, a 30% chance to crit, and 30% defense on super if there's a Future Saga Trunks. And it's a category ally whose name includes Trunks, which is why we have LR Vegeta and Trunks. That's what we're going to pair up with. A lot of characters in this game want these Future Saga Trunkses. Thank God Vegeta and Trunks are still a very powerful character, which, you know, would work effectively. Future Gohan's Link set here. Oh boy. Yes, All in the Family, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Experienced Fighters, Dismal Future, and Shattering the Limit. So, his link set's not really so bad, I guess, right? Like, it's not the worst ever. We're probably not going to be looking too good here. I mean, we certainly would want the extra defense, I think, from the, whatchamacallit, we would want the extra defense from a Trunks on rotation, obviously. I mean, I'm looking at this guy. It's like maybe there's some spots where he could tank normals. 2.49? I mean, I guess he does have a lot of attack links we didn't have activated. We got his stun, by the way. That's the 50% chance to stun the attacked enemy. He does stack attack, but the thing is, stacking attack doesn't do anything for you. I really think, unless it's like... I mean, the 8th anniversary GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, they do sort of build their damage up, but, like, they're quad supering a lot of times, right? And it's, you know, there's a real purpose for them, and that's the Spirit Bomb. It increases the Spirit Bomb damage. But you do see their attack stat go up quite a bit throughout the course of a run, but for the most part, attack stacking is worthless. unless you're building it up towards like some powerful active skill attack. That's when attack stacking, I think, really becomes something meaningful. Like there's actually, again, a real purpose to it. And this future Gohan, like he's kind of just stacking attack for shits and giggles here. That first rotation didn't really look too good, but again, let's get him next to a future Trunks. We'll get a bunch of these links activated, and maybe future Gohan will look a little bit better on this next turn. By the way, future Gohan does have 3 200% leader skills we could run him on. There's Carnival Int Kid Gohan. This is his Bond of Master and Disciple 200% team. We could run him on LR Beast Gohan's 200%, which is the Hybrid Saiyans, and then Bond of Parent and Child is the extra 200%, right? And then, of course, there is the Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Gohan from the Cell games. But, I mean, they're just... That unit, I mean, that's not really quite so good, right? Like, we don't want to run that team. It's that character was designed for early days of Red Zone. They do not work so effectively unless a lot of things are going your way these days. All right, so on this turn, we'll have a lot of links active. No Golden Warrior, top right, but that's just key. It doesn't matter. Experienced Fighters, for sure. That's the middle left one that's not activated. And then the bottom one, of course, is Shattering the Limit, which, I mean, you know, I feel like you're not usually running multiple Shattering the Limit characters, unfortunately, right? Okay, so what's our defense right here? We're at 178. Again, he's going to get 100% on super attack, 30% on super attack. And I'm actually not too sure if the 80% attack and defense from the Android category enemy, if that's already up or not. I'm actually not positive on that. We'll make sure to do a run where we're fighting a non-Android enemy so we could see what Gohan's stats look like beyond that. All right, so sure, let's go ahead and hit this turn right here. Let's see how future Gohan is looking. Oh, I guess, but one thing is, we're looking at these defensive numbers. I guess I should point out that we do have AGL Kid. We've had AGL Kid Gohan in rotation with All in the Family. Oh my god, yeah, he's really bad. He's really bad, because if we take off All in the Family, plus Kid Gohan's 59% defensive support, oh my god, dude, future Gohan is going to be looking like real suspect out there. Man, it's gonna be dark for him. So, this future Gohan, I see one role for this guy, and that is to rock him in Super Battle Road stages 3. It's a little low, buddy. Alright. I think we want to rock him in Super Battle Road stages where there's an Android category enemy, or potentially Battlefield where there's an Android category enemy. That's it. The only value this guy has, I think, is kind of like his stun. The attack numbers are low. Defensively, these numbers are not looking extraordinary to me either. So, yeah. Wow. Okay, this guy is looking pretty ass. This is an acidy ass character right here. That's what I'm thinking. Sheesh. All right, I'm kind of nervous about this next turn, man. Like, this next turn is going to hit, and what is our stats going to look like on this next turn, bro? It's going to be low. This is about to be dark, man. Yeah, okay. This guy, well, no worries. I mean, he's still going to easy A in the future. At least we're living in a post-World Tournament units can easy A, like, era that we're in right now, right? So we know, again, that World Tournament characters can, in fact, easy A. So there is hope for this guy deep into the future. Perhaps he could actually become a reasonable functioning character. I don't know. Maybe. I'm going to put a strong maybe on it. All right. Oh, boy. Oh, brother. What do we got here? 137. Owie. So he gets 30% super attack effect, 100% on super, another 30% on super. Yeah. Listen, it's a little low for me. Now, remember, we are getting support from Piccolo right here, and Piccolo is activating Experienced Fighters for us. Extra attack link. Ay, 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 man. This is, yeah, he's pretty bad. They were just like, yeah, we do not care about this. They did not give two shits about this future Gohan, man. Damn. Damn. Okay, well, I think I might get this rotation, and then, I mean, should I maybe cut a little bit deeper into this fight? So, like, I've let future Gohan get some stacks in and stuff like that. This is why I didn't really, I didn't put a ton of love into this character's hidden potential system. I mean, if I really wanted to maximize this guy, I mean, obviously we would go full touch, right? But I believe I gave him mostly additional, right? All right, so, I mean, he's getting multiple supers. I mean, as he supers more, we are stacking the attack. So, again, I guess I'll come back in a couple of turns here. Let's see what his damage looks like once we get a little bit closer to the end. Yeah, 23 additional is what we got right there. So we'll get an attack stat, but then keep in mind, right after this, we're going to do a turn. We're going to do a turn without an android enemy, which I'm a little bit fearful of for sure. All right, guys, we're on this rotation. Here's the thing. This would be very scary. Super scary mode, right? But this cell almost always just immediately super attacks. But, I mean, we'll see if future Gohan has got it like that, to where he could have any kind of tanking capabilities whatsoever. I mean, we're on turn 12 right here. I feel like this probably is pretty good in terms of showing, like, what this guy can do, sort of building up to it. Oh my god, we just put it on the board. My Vegeta and Trunks have 9 dodge, because they have the free 5 dodge, plus they have the gold equip, which is the raw defense plus dodge. But, yep, dodging supers is what we do. Okay, cool. So now let's see what future Gohan does right here. I'm thinking we might take a little bit of damage from normals, potentially? Maybe? So we're at 5 million on turn 12. That's not what I would consider good, but sure. And then 160k. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's... Whew! He's not exactly what I'd consider good. Alright, guys, we don't need to spend too long here. Because, I mean, obviously, things are not looking super spectacular or great. I mean, we can get a couple of links activated here. We'll run LR Kid Gohan in slot 1 right here. I want to float Piccolo off, get him on the other rotation anyway. 124k, I mean, we got a couple of links active. Yeah, I'm just not really seeing it with this Gohan. It does look like so that 80% attack and defense and high chance to stun the attacked enemy when there's an android category enemy. Does that trigger when he actually attacks? Because it seems like his defense isn't really too much different right there. Yeah, but again, super attack dodge. There we go. Hello, on the board. Get it on the board. Yeah, so if you're going to use this future Gohan, it is specifically for, like, Super Battle Road or Battlefield stages. I mean, well, Battlefield, if the stun can work. Typically, it's Seal that works better in Battlefield, but, I mean, you never know. They allow those abilities to be effective in Battlefield, right? But what you're looking for is probably Super Battle Road stages, where, there's Android category enemies, and I do think that this future Gohan could be okay-ish with the stuns, right? But it's not super crazy, like, oh, the rotation starts and the entire enemies are stunned or something like that. It's just kind of like, he can be a floating option that can sort of keep himself from potentially taking damage. Stunning is always a legitimate and viable strategy when it comes to Super Battle Road stages, right? All right, so we'll get this next rotation with future Gohan next to Vegeta and Trunks, stuff like that. Just sort of see the numbers he's putting up, without an android enemy. But, of course, we do want to make sure we've got our future Saga Trunks on the rotation and sort of see what he does right here. But, needless to say, I mean, this might be shocking to a lot of y'all, but I do not consider myself impressed with a lot of the numbers that we're seeing from this future Gohan. He's pretty bad. I mean, he's not looking too good at all. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Again, we'll get a few links activated. We could get All in the Family as well, but that's just defense. So what is he at? Oh, no, okay, that 80% attack and defense, that kicks in at the start of turn. Okay. Whew. Man, yeah, that's... Whew. Whew. It's tough. That's, it's not exactly good numbers we're seeing there. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, he's getting 100% on super, and then he's getting 30% from super attack effect, and then another 30% on super because Trunks is on rotation, but oh my god. Yeah, Gohan is pretty bad. Yeah, 60k from the first phase Frieza, and then a 2 million attack set. Yeah, he sucks balls. Alright, this is strength to overcome adversity. Yeah, real strong. Real strength to overcome adversity, for sure. Super Saiyan Gohan Future. His leader skill is Super Int Type Ki 3 and 90% of stats. His super attack is the Hyper Masenko, which stacks attack, raises defense by 30% for one turn, and then does supreme damage to the enemy. I talked about it earlier, but remember, attack stacking isn't really that great unless you're building to a purpose with like a big active skill attack with it. Otherwise, it's helpful. It gives you a little bit of extra damage, sure, but that's not something super crazy, right? Maybe for like the 8th anniversary LR where they're, you know, triple and quad supering every turn, and then on their 18 key, they're greatly stacking attack, you know, in that instance, sure, as well. But, I mean, this guy would be much more significant if he was stacking defense, or, like, defense is always better. If he was stacking defense, this guy would have a little bit more usefulness, for sure. His passive skill, those who have connections, he gets 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets 100% attack and defense when performing a super attack. Then he gets 2 key, 80% attack and defense, and a high chance to stun the attacked enemy if there's an android category enemy. Remember that is a 50% chance to stun, and it's a 1-turn stun. So it's only for that turn. So that's really only going to protect your floating character, not really do too much besides that. Then he gets 2 key and a 30% chance, a medium chance of performing a crit, and then an additional 30% defense on super if there's a future Saga category ally whose name includes Trunks. So it does include LR Vegeta and Trunks, which is good because that's really the only good Trunks we have. I would totally be down with like a, you know, maybe the October Dokkan Fest is like Super Trunks. I've mentioned Super Trunks a couple of times. I would not mind Super Trunks as a Dokkan Fest. He is the inspiration for Broly, so I do think he could get one for sure. But yeah, this future Gohan, he sucks balls. Your only real use with this character would be to kind of like aim towards utilizing his stun in Super Battle Road stages. But even then, there's going to be far better characters to utilize instead. His links are All in the Family, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Experienced Fighters, Dismal Future, and Shattering the Limit. 12 key multiplier is 140%. And then finally, we have these categories that Future Gohan is a part of. So he, of course, is on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Yeah, Hybrids really, I mean, we could get some real Titans on the Hybrids team, man. They do deserve it, but Hybrids historically has been so good. Future, we're hoping we get some major Future Saga buffs, hopefully sometime soon. Future Gohan, of course, is also on the Goku family team. Very stacked team. He's also over here on the Super Saiyan category. Always nice to get more additions added to the Super Saiyan category team. Then he's also over here on the Android Cell Saga team. Another team that could always use help, right? He's also over here on Bond of Master and Disciple. This is the team that we actually ran him on today. His 200% leader skill along with INT LR Carnival Kid Gohan. Remember, he has 3 200% leader skills. The STR, Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan Gohan Exchange Unit. LR Beast Gohan, and then, of course, the Carnival INT LR Kid Gohan. Then Future Gohan is also on the All Out Struggle category team, which is good to get more options added to it. Although, I mean, look at this. 3 recent Dokkan Fest LRs added to this team. Helps it out quite a lot, of course. Then we also have the Connected Hope category team. Oh, wow. Yeah, Jesus, look at this. The additions. So since, I mean, worldwide last year, we got the Band Unit Piccolo, who's great. Dokkan Fest Bardock, who's not the greatest, but he could be really valuable with the Scouter if it's a quick fight. You know, Carnival LR Super Saiyan Goku from the Hatchiyak movie. Then we have Orange Piccolo Beast Gohan, 8th Anniversary LRs. Pretty good for Connected Hope for sure. Then Gohan is also on the Bond of Parent and Child category. Ridiculously huge busted team. And then finally, Gohan is on the Earth Bred Fighter category. Maybe the best category there is. So, let me know what you guys think of this future Gohan. But he's just bad. That's it. Just simply bad. I should add, I believe, I mean, I guess I'm getting this in a little bit late here. I believe they did actually buff this guy. Yeah, okay. This is super late into the video. I wish I had talked about this earlier. But this guy was buffed, believe it or not. So, we take a look at what he's looking like right now. Look at his stat. He has 11,768 attack. Let's look at the Dokkan Wiki right here. This is what his attack was prior, but they buffed it because they made his attack lower than his SSR. It actually does seem like it was just a legitimate mistake to me. Like, they accidentally put a 0 there instead of a 1, right? But you could see, like, he was buffed a little bit from when he was, you know, very first put into the data. So, that is something to keep in mind. So, let me know what you guys think about this future Gohan, but yeah, he's pretty bad. And I'll catch y'all next time.